Hi, I'm Marty Nemko on doubt. Intelligent people have more doubt, less certitude. For example, you have a pain of ambiguous origin. Have you had it before? How did it resolve? What's the arc in your level of discomfort? What's your perceived risk versus benefit of waiting a day, a week, a month? What's your guess as to your health care providers resolving the problem without undue testing, risky medication, or procedures? Does the likely diagnostic testing have a good benefit to liability ratio? Not just it'll be good to know, but likelihood of being curative, including the hassles of scheduling and doing the procedure. For example, the level of invasiveness. Should you have the baby? What is the probability that the benefits will outweigh the restrictions of your freedom? The cost, the opportunity cost, what you could otherwise do with the time and money. Complicating matters, what if the genetic counselor says you have a 25% chance of your baby inheriting the gene for breast cancer? How wise would it be to saddle your child with that level of risk? You're walking on a quiet street at night. On your side of the street, a young black man is walking towards you. On the other side, an old Asian woman. Should you cross the street? Would that be racist? Prudent? How would the person feel? How would you feel? What are the probabilities? You're deciding whether to confront someone at work. What are the chances of improvement or of retribution? Should you quit your job? Well, what's the probability of your finding enduring improvement in an acceptable amount of time? How loyal should you be? Loyalty is staying put when rationally you shouldn't. What's the likely present and future behavior of that person? How great is the cost of your loyalty relative to the opportunity cost of finding someone else to devote your efforts to? Of course, this applies to personal as well as professional decisions. Should you start that business? With clear eyes, what's the probability of your being enough of a self-starter? Of being someone who can solve the myriad problems without too often having to buy help? What is and will be the likely competition? Do you have sufficient edge versus liabilities regarding product, source pricing, execution, location, and so on? Should you get serious with that romantic partner? What's the probability they'll worsen after the infatuation fog is lifted? What's the probability that you will worsen? What are the chances you're better off solo or seeking out some other fish in that big sea? How likely is your partner to be cheating on you? What are the pros and cons of confrontation versus continuing to observe or even accept it? To the extent you can control it, how angry should you reveal yourself to be? Of course, those are just a few examples. Thoughtful doubt is core to so many decisions, from where to live, to whether to go back to school, to how to invest money. This article aims to be a corrective for what seems to be an increasing reliance on gut feeling and black-white thinking. Wisdom usually resides in the grays, in nuance, in probabilistic assessment, even about Trump's policies. In any event, that's On Doubt. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 35 books, maybe the most recent one, which is Starving Artists, or probably most relevant, How to Do Life. In any event, all 35 are on Amazon. I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.